Jean was an unassuming teenager in Shangri-La, a serene town nestled in Yunnan province. His parents gifted him a telescope on his 15th birthday, igniting a passion for the stars. It wasn't long before he discovered a peculiar star, a beacon that pulsed with an eerie light unlike any other in the sky. Every night, Jean hiked up a nearby mountain to peer through his telescope, captivated by the star's strange allure. He began to feel a connection to this celestial body, an intimacy that grew with each night. The star seemed to pulse in rhythm with his heartbeat, a silent communication that bypassed words. Jean named it Xuanmo, a term that meant dark mystery, but held a deeper, more personal significance to him. Weeks passed, and his nightly vigils became an obsession. Jean marveled at the clear skies that seemed to persist, an unusual pattern for the region. He felt exhilarated after each session, an elation that carried into his daily life. He confided in his parents, sharing the mystery of Xuanmo. "Look," he said one evening, guiding their eyes to the eyepiece. His voice trembled with reverence. "Do you see it? Do you feel it?" His parents, initially skeptical, found themselves intrigued. The star's light seemed to penetrate their souls, filling them with an inexplicable curiosity. They began accompanying Jian on his nightly trips occasionally. Jian's diary chronicled his growing obsession. June 5th. Xuanmo spoke to me tonight. Its light is a language I am beginning to understand. July 12th. The skies remain clear. Is Xuanmo keeping the clouds at bay? I feel its presence even during the day now. As weeks turned to months, curious neighbors joined their nightly vigils. The group grew slowly but steadily, each new member drawn by whispered tales of the mesmerizing star. Jian's best friend Wei approached him one night, concern etched on his face. "Jian, this isn't right. We've changed. I don't even recognize my own thoughts anymore." Jian's eyes, once warm and inviting, were now cold and distant. "Xuanmo has shown us the truth, Wei. You must open your mind. Let it in." Wei shook his head and fled, unable to shake the star's grip on his mind. He disappeared the next day, the first of many to vanish without a trace. The group's members were unsettled, but their fervor blinded them to the growing danger. They believed that those who disappeared had been taken by Xuanmo, chosen for a higher purpose. Jian's diary entries became more frantic. August 3rd. Wei is gone. Xuanmo chose him. When will it be my turn? September 18th. More have vanished. The town whispers, but they don't understand. We are the chosen ones. The disappearances continued one by one, casting a shadow of fear over Shangri-La. The remaining townsfolk whispered of curses and otherworldly forces, their unease palpable in the increasingly deserted streets. Yet, strangely, the government remained silent, as if nothing unusual was happening in their remote town. As their numbers dwindled, the group's activities grew increasingly bizarre. They constructed altars of stone and wood on the mountain, offerings of food and trinkets placed at the base of John's telescope. They chanted hymns to the star, their voices a blend of awe and desperation. One fateful night, the remaining followers gathered for a final ritual. The air was thick with anticipation, their chants reaching a fevered pitch. Jian stood at the center, his telescope pointed unwaveringly at Xuanmo. The star's light intensified, bathing the group in an unearthly glow. And then, silence. The mountain stood empty, the only sound the whisper of the wind through the trees. The followers of Xuanmo had vanished, leaving behind only the telescope, still fixed on the star's position. Days turned into weeks, and the townsfolk who had resisted the star's lure began to rebuild their lives. They whispered about the vanished group, their stories blending into myth and cautionary tales. The telescope remained on the mountain, a silent sentinel watching the night sky. Oddly, official records made no mention of the mass disappearances. It was as if the government had wiped the entire incident from history, leaving only local legends and whispered fears. In the years that followed, a new generation discovered the abandoned telescope. They peered through the eyepiece but saw only darkness. Xuanmo was gone, its light extinguished. The legacy of the star lived on, a haunting reminder of the thin line between wonder and madness. And so the mountain stood, a place of eerie quiet, the telescope ever watchful, as if waiting for the return of the star that had claimed so many lives. A history officially denied, yet vividly alive in the memories of those who remained.